like this. I like this. I like this. I like this. I like this.
Yo.
Hey.
We're back for another one.
All right. Yeah. I wasn't ready.
Hey guys, I missed you.
I didn't.
Missed you too, B.
I didn't miss you.
Well, you look nice. The skin looks glowing. You've been drinking your water. You've been drinking your water.
You know, I got a new skin regimen. You know.
Yo, Lauren doesn't often go into the accent.
I'm sorry. I just did. Honestly,
it was good. It was good though.
That was a
was the first-
Jamaican
I think-
attempt.
No, that sounded Trini.
That sounded very.
That sound
It
Trini.
did not. Okay, all right.
She said water. You want the water?
That's me. For those who don't know, Trini to the bone. Half Trini. Half
around a
Trini
bunch
to the
of
bone.
Haitians.
She got a Haitian last name, but it's all right.
Not really. I don't
Nah.
think so. French?
We know somebody that's Haitian that has the name French as well.
I know somebody with the last name French.
Anyway, that's
You know
neither here nor
Haitians
there.
know the same people. Y'all be at the same family parties
That's a
all
fact.
the time. I never, growing up from the time I was 5 years old, all my Haitian friends were at the same family party. Y'all all related.
That's a fact. That's why it scares me. I don't know if I could. I don't know. I don't know if I could end up with a Haitian. I don't know. We might be second cousins removed.
Yeah, anyway. So what are we gonna be talking about this week?
We are talking about the verses of all verses now.
Ooh. Wait, what's the verses? Like,
Let's. All right, I'm gonna kick it off because I feel like this is very controversial. Private versus public relationships. What are y'all thoughts?
I don't mind. I don't mind
I
the-
already know whatever you're about to say. About to get me tight. I already know this nigga.
Nah,
I already know.
I
You
like-
about to get me tight.
I don't mind a public relationship, but I do like my privacy. Everything I do is not on social media. Like, I'm not always showing what I'm doing for my wife and stuff like that. So I guess I could say I advocate for the private.
Okay. What are your thoughts?
I think in theory, private it sounds like the right thing to do. I think in practice, it's hard to do because I just feel like if I'm smitten, I'm like, oh, look at this cute thing my boo did. I want y'all all to see it. So maybe to a fault.
Okay. I'm indifferent because on one end, I'm a very private person. So I love my privacy. I don't really care for people to be in my business. But there is a thin line between being private and hiding. So all right, you gotta relax. So I don't know. I'm a little indifferent. Like I don't care for to publicize I don't care to publicize anything romantically I might be doing or be involved with, mainly because the publicity can be a sham.
Often.
Yeah,
I-
often.
I feel like a lot of the publicity on Instagram is a sham.
Yeah.
These
But
fake,
you
these fake ass proposals.
you really would never know. That's why I always tell people, like, you can't like, I hear people say, oh, but this couple, they're doing this, or these guys are trying this. You got to make your relationship your own. You can't focus on what you're seeing because what you're seeing may not always be what it seems. I've seen people get featured on these black love pages.
Ooh.
And they look.
Whoa, hold on.
Immaculate.
Reek, hold up. Tread lightly.
Man, I'm bad. The fuck? I see people get promoted on these black love pages, getting all this praise, and your shit is not solid, mamas. I'm sorry.
So I feel you, but my question is, do you feel like you're capable of being in a healthy relationship with someone and like never posting them? Like,
I wouldn't say never posting. I don't pay I can't speak for everyone, but me personally, I don't pay attention to what I post. So if I'm in the moment and I see fit to post it, cool. If I don't, I don't. It's not me hiding. It's not me hiding anything, or it's not me denying anything. It's just that I just didn't see fit to post it.
So what are y'all thoughts on the fact that like a previous relationship I had a huge qualm with never being posted?
My last relationship, my ex had a very big qualm with never being posted.
My thing.
So,
Go ahead.
so I get where that's coming from, but now the negative part about it is that I get where that's coming from, but now I get put in these situations where, okay, now I'm posting, but I'm only posting because you feel away. So am I genuinely posting you?
But it's weird to, like, in theory, you're in a relationship with someone, you're spending a lot of time with them. It's weird to, by no happenstance, that they ever show up in a post.
I know for certain, as we speak right now, I know of one relationship that is flourishing right now, and no one would ever know that these people are together, because if you go on their social media, there's no signs of them with each other.
Well, in my circumstance, the nigga was a fuck nigga. Okay, so I mean, there's both sides to that.
There
right?
is both sides. There is both sides. There is both sides to that, because there is a chance that it could be a fuck nigga. I couldn't tell you how to decipher between who's not posting because they're hiding and who's not posting because they're just genuinely not posting. I don't think there's a way to really pinpoint that, but to call somebody out for not posting you and say like, oh, you have something to hide, now you're creating problems where there is no problems, in my opinion.
I mean, personally, I don't think it's about the posting. Posting's not the problem. It's the people that post, and it's not even what they're painting. Like literally that whole background.
I think I've said this before, and I'll say it again. Stop looking to social media for validation for your relationship. That's the worst place ever to seek validation. If you're seeking validation there, you're fucked.
Yo, like right now, like I literally watched 5 different girls do that Rihanna maternity shoot.
Okay,
Go sit your ass down. Go sit your ass down, cause in 3 of those shoots, shorties ain't had a man in them. Now, don't hit me with he was at work. Trust me, you'll do the maternity shoot around the time that he's off. Okay, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I had to do my engagement shoot. Okay. I was tired as hell. I came from work. I came home. I slept for 2 hours. Drove to Dumbo, Brooklyn at 5. Got home at 3. I was bloodshot tired. Eyes was red. My wife was like, yo, babe, I don't know how you are doing this right now, but you're doing it. And it's crazy. Even in one of my photos, you could see my photographer, shout out to Vic. He took a picture of me actually yawning because I was dumb tired. Like when we were done with the shoot, like my wife went back home to her house and I couldn't make it back to Long Island. I had to pull over on the road and sleep. Like I was that tired. I pulled over on the road, left my car on, went to sleep. I was that tired and it was bad. So I just look at people, they're quick to, people not original anymore. You guys do what you see other people do. Mm-hmm. And it's like you try to top them. Mm-hmm. And it's cool. Listen, it's cool. If you are generally doing it, that's cool. If this,
absolutely.
Listen,
more power to you.
Yeah, if it don't apply, let it fly. But for those that they sit and they look, and Kevin Hart said it best. You could be out with somebody right now, and a girl, like, say you with your man and you with your girl, and you turn over and you kiss her, she gonna look at her man and be like, must be nice. Like, damn, can you just enjoy the moment? Like, we went out. Like, I took you out.
Oh, shit.
I think this kind of leads us to an interesting next topic, which is love languages, though. right? Like, I feel like it depends. Like, I feel like there are people who appreciate the public displays of affection or appreciate posting on social media, and there's some people who don't care for it. So I think there's definitely a key component there of knowing your partner and knowing what is important to them.
But how does that connect to love languages, though? How does me posting you equate to speaking to your love language?
Because it goes back, just like how you gave the example of the couple that's flourishing and doing well without ever posting on social media, where for me, like, it felt like a violation. You know, those individuals don't value that. That's not their connection comes through other languages, and we can kind of list them, right? Where mine's might be more of like those acts of service or what have you. So I think you guys can help me out here, but I think they are giving gifts, acts of service,
Words of affirmation,
Touch.
quality time.
words of affirmation, quality time, and touch.
Yeah.
I think those are the 5. So, you know, if you subscribe to touch, you don't care if someone's really public. You might not care if someone's publicly posting you.
Okay.
Is
So
everyone's different.
with all right. So my thing, I look at love languages. I feel like personally different than most people, because I feel like your love language that you require from a significant other is also the same love language that you exude. It may not be your person. It may not be. So, like, all right, let's say, all right, for example, for me personally, my love language is words of affirmation. I exude that, and I encourage all of those around me, because that's what I would like to receive.
Lauryn Hill, reciprocity. I can't sing, but you know.
Yeah,
the
you
words.
can't.
Reciprocity.
No, you can't.
I feel where you're going though.
You just too good to be true.
Hey.
All right.
I need you, baby. It is quite alright. I want you, baby.
Baby. The lonely night.
Are you done? No. Are you done?
My fault.
Hater.
You know, you know when I get.
But
No. Wait, hold up, Manny. What's your love language?
It's. I like to consider myself a bit of a hybrid. Touch and quality time. Like, I'm a little bit between both, because sometimes
I think that's you. I think that's what men tend to say. I was really impressed that you said words of affirmation. I feel like men tend to be more of the physical presence being thing.
yeah, like me, because I'm the type of, like, gifts, I don't really care about the gifts, because I'm the type of person, anything I want, I just go out and get it. Me is really quality time, because I want to be with someone that I can sit and have a conversation with, and time flies through our conversation. That's what I like.
So do you agree with what Rico said? Do you feel like when you think of those two qualities or those two love languages, do you exude them as much as you want to receive them?
Yes, I give those out. I give quality time as much as I can, and I give the touch. To me, words of affirmation, I'm all about action. Like, I don't really care to. Yeah, it's nice to hear. Hey man, I love you.
No.
You beautiful.
Well, okay. Okay.
You cute.
Okay.
Hey Danny.
You
Like,
got the biggest dick.
huh?
Wait, first of all, you're not going to speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
That is affirmation. Fellas, I know y'all want to hear that from your lady.
Yeah. Oh, I can't breathe. Cliff's face. Yo, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm over here trying to keep a straight face.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen. I want to say something. I feel like we need to visit this now, because the cat's out. Can we put the cat out the bag?
Here goes Manny.
Yo.
Go ahead, Manny.
No, I can't. I have permission.
I think we can do this a much more exciting way in a future episode.
All right, cool. So
Yo.
there's somebody who shall not be named. Like,
We literally just said in a later episode. But no, he literally did this the day that we were introducing you to.
I'm not. Yeah. Yep.
I get excited. Okay, but
Overly.
Yep.
But it was just somebody made a face. It was just funny as hell. But but like to me, like the words of affirmation, like I'm okay with. I like action. And what's the last one?
Acts of service.
Yeah.
Yeah, service is cool.
So all right. Okay. So I'm gonna reel it in.
Thank you.
When I hear words of affirmation, and the reason why I told you not to give him no liquor.
Manny.
I told your ass not to give him
I'm
no
not
liquor.
drunk. I'm just
I hear that.
okay. I'm serious now.
Man, all right. Yes, words of affirmation. Reason why words of affirmation stands above the rest of them for me is because, for one, I'm that encouraging friend. Beyond being a lover, I'm an encouraging friend. Like I encourage everyone to be the best that they can possibly be, and when they're discouraged, I always find ways to encourage them. In my experience, I don't often receive that on the flip end. So if I'm into somebody or I'm dating someone and they're taking into account like what I'm going through without me having to physically say what I'm going through, and they're taking into account and encouraging me, that stands out above all else. But I will say that when dating or like pursuing a relationship with someone, I do believe that all love languages play their part, and it's imperative that you work on each.
Where's your love language? Okay.
It is so bizarre. As much as Rico and I are like water and oil, I'm also a words of affirmation kind of gal.
Oh, so you like encouragement?
Fuck outta here.
Yeah, that's me too. I know. It's crazy. But I think the only point that I kind of want to make going off of that, like I feel like we have I forgot my point. Never mind. Go ahead. I know I geared it up like it was gonna be something. I know.
Yo, it's the build up to nothing.
Yo, had my whole attention. I was like, oh, say less.
I'm over here like, yo, maybe because I'm over here getting deep and stuff. I told you I'm gonna get deep this season. Told y'all. Rico
No,
growing
I know
up.
what I was gonna say. Okay, I was gonna draw a parallel between love languages and people exuding and receiving the same thing. And I've kind of found what I learned kind of later in life is that when it comes to like relationship goals, it's also very crucial that those be aligned, because like, for instance, right, I bought a property and I have the white picket fence on Long Island, and I would date guys and I'm like, duh, obviously this is what y'all want, right? And these dudes would totally be like, no, like I want to live in a little shithole apartment in Brooklyn and be an artist and paint pictures. Like that's genuinely what makes me happy. And it took me a long time to understand and remember people are fundamentally different. People are not just the way in love languages we learn that people are inclined towards different things in life and goals. You have to make sure you and your partner want the same things, because when you don't, baby, I don't know how y'all how that works for people.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. You gotta have that conversation up front. Stop wasting
That's
people's
interesting.
time.
That's an
That's
interesting
yo,
point, yeah.
y'all gonna make me develop this whelp.
What?
What is that?
Whelp. Like Yelp, but whelp. So basically, if I were to create that, it would be like a review of all of your exes. Like you just go online and just put reviews of your exes up, so that when the next person visits that ex, they don't gotta waste their time when they see the certain red flags.
Ladies and gentlemen, the good, the bad, the ugly does not support this man shaming app.
Why is it gotta be?
Why I
men?
gotta be man shaming? Yo, this girl's out here living that life too, brother.
Nah, that's a fact.
Some of you girls out here, man. The stuff I've seen.
Yo, bruh.
I would like that. I feel like there's been so many trash ass exes and it just gets lost. Like I feel like for the trashiness that some people are, it needs to be on display. People need to know how you treat people. That's whack.
I feel like Facebook's gonna see this or Instagram and they're gonna create a feature like that.
Damn it.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know because I don't have exes. I have people that I was involved with. If they're considered as exes, sure.
Have
But
you
if
been
not,
with them longer than 6 months?
Yeah, some of them.
I would say longer than how we were earlier talking about common law marriage. You were in a common law relationship.
See, this that bullshit. Don't get caught up, fellas.
Common law relationships. Yo, that's some
Don't-
next. Yo, you gonna make dudes not want to deal with a girl for no more than 5 months. Like, yo, you
Oh,
hit your fifth
shit.
month, girl. Gotta go.
You gotta go.
Gotta go.
We go together.
Spin the block.
And don't let me mess around and meet your family. What? We go together.
I mean, I still feel like I should meet your family like first month.
Yeah, of course you do. Of course you do, man.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah, of course you do.
I mean, if we like each other, yes.
Nah, if I'm messing with you for a month, I like you. I like you.
Absolutely not.
Nah, you could like this.
I tried though. No, say what you.
I'm not just going like nah.
Say,
I'm
I
not
was
just
saying-
listen. I'm not just going like the cookie man.
You can't, yeah, but you can't be around somebody for more than a month just off the strength that the macaroni in a pot. Wop wop.
Nah, because if I'm slamming, eventually.
I tried the whole like meeting the family and loved ones thing very early on. I tried it because you can't say you don't like something until you've tried it. So I tried it once ever, and it was cool. It was a little different. It was cool, but the downside of it is that afterwards I learned that we're not really compatible. So now what was the point of me introducing you to my people? What was the point of you?
No, because what it is if I have a daughter, I would like to meet, regardless, and me, I hope to have the relationship with my daughter where you can open up to me about anything.
Yes.
So if you're
but
just messing around, no, listen to me.
I hear you.
If you're just messing around with a dude, because at the end of the day, I'm not going to play tit for tat and be like, oh, no, that's crazy. As long as you're being safe and you're being smart about it, cool. But if you're messing with a dude, you have a little buddy, a partner, and y'all hanging out, I would like to meet that individual. Now, I'm going to speak to that individual like a man, like, yo, listen, I know you and my daughter, y'all just chilling. But it would make me feel better to know who she's with.
Manny, you're scary as
Yo,
fuck.
dead
Your
ass.
daughter is not gonna introduce you to every nigga she fucks with.
You are one of one because I tell you right now, don't know man what they daughter being bringing dudes in like a revolving fucking door.
No, not like a revolving door.
No, that's
but
exactly what you're saying. If you're saying that
No, if you're-
in a month of dating that your daughter should be bringing the guy that she's talking to, imagine if these dudes are just quick flings.
How tall are you?
I'm 6'1".
No, it's not happening. It's not. It's nice. Maybe mom. She might.
I mean, I would like to meet, because, yo, I'm sorry, in this world nowadays, too many of these young women are going missing, just dying mysteriously, and
I will train my daughter to be an assassin before I have her bring in a bunch of random niggas in my
this
house.
dude said an assassin.
Okay. Okay.
The hell?
He gonna have a little CIA girl.
And actually, as you talk about like nowadays, you kind of another point comes to my mind, which is like nowadays, right? Like I feel like
Nowadays.
I feel like the whole concept of what is traditional has changed. Like traditional doesn't even mean traditional anymore.
I think tradition is what you make it, to be honest. Because as we know, the times have changed. So it's time to make new traditions. There's nothing. It's not saying that there's anything wrong with the old traditions, but it's really what speaks to you. What there doesn't have to be a specific standard. I think you make your own standard of what you want your process in building with somebody to be. I'm assuming that's what you mean by traditional versus non-traditional.
Yeah, I do. I mean, Manny was talking about, his daughter and maybe bringing home partners who aren't necessarily boyfriends and like, I'm always an advocate.
It's because it's kind of like that concept of, and I didn't mean to cut you off, but
No, you're fine.
it's kind of like that concept of if you know your child smokes weed, it's kind of like I can tell you to stop as much as you want, but when you're not home, you're gonna do it anyway. I'd rather you do it in the house where I can see you. If you gonna drink, I'd rather you drink in the house.
Okay, so that was my experience when I was a teenager. So I can honestly get that. My uncle, he was very big on, like, because we started drinking very early on, and he was just like, I don't mind you guys drinking. I actually rather you guys drink in the house because one, you guys are underage. Two, you guys, I actually can see you guys as long as you don't do nothing crazy, because you're still building your tolerance. So I get where you're coming from to a degree, but I don't know. For me personally, I'm not opposed to being a friend that my child can come to talk about things, but I still want your little ass to respect me. Ain't gonna be smoking in my motherfucking house.
No, I ain't gonna be. I don't want none of. Like, honestly, we don't want none of that. But if I see like it's a, and it's based on the type of child you have too. If I have, and I'm not talking about I'm having a 16-year-old in my house doing whatever. No, I'm talking about you're in college, you're drinking. Rather you drink at home.
Let's be clear. When you're an adult, you do what you want to do. I thought you were talking about 16.
Yeah.
Because that's when kids start, experimenting.
Okay, maybe
or younger
16,
than that.
maybe 17 going in.
I left,
Cause remember,
I left
you
home
can't,
when I was 17.
But remember, you can't buy liquor until you're 21. You can smoke at 18, which is so reverse. I don't know why.
Unless you're from the hood, because
Yeah,
the
I was
little
about to say,
hood liquor store spot.
Anything
Dudes
is
be
fine.
having the Blackwoods and all that. No, but if you're like, if you're 18 and you are smoking or whatever, I would, at any age.
You would rather them smoke in your face in your house. That's what
No,
you're telling me.
not in my face, but I'd rather know like, yo, she's safe, or my son is home safe. Yeah, he's doing, because I know what's in my heart. I know what's in my heart. If you're upstairs with your friend and y'all just chilling and y'all might be drinking or you might be smoking, you're in college, I'm cool with that.
I swear, Manny the type to have a daughter and she be upstairs with a boy in her room, and Manny really believe that they studying.
No, negative, K.
He's gonna bring baked cookies upstairs.
No.
Hey kids,
No, that we're not doing. No.
I've got you. You like oatmeal raisin, right?
No.
Right, Bobby?
You ain't about. No. You ain't about to be smashing in my house. Neither is my son. Y'all
Manny gonna hear
listen,
gonna hear squeaking upstairs. He gonna be
listen,
like,
no,
they're just moving
listen,
furniture around.
listen. Y'all gonna be in that living room or the den like regular people. Y'all gonna be chilling. Ain't no room chilling. Now, are they gonna be them times when me and your mother go to sleep that y'all don't sneak one in? I'm sure there is. I did it. No, listen.
By the way, I never, and I hope my parents hear this, I've never had sexual intercourse in my parents' home.
You a lie. That I?
That is. Well,
Yeah.
remember from last episode, I didn't lose my virginity until college. So
Oh yeah, that's right. Wait, so you ain't even do like little?
no, I didn't have any boyfriends in high school. I wasn't.
No, but you didn't have like little
Lauren-
experiments like
Lauren,
the
your
tug phase.
Your parents watch it. Your parents are watching the show. They follow.
I don't know. My mom, I don't know. She figures stuff out. Actually, if y'all want to get weird with it, the only experience I had as in my mom's home, my parents' home, was with a girl. In my young tender ages.
I kissed a girl and I liked it. You can stop now.
Wait. Can we?
You know kids are exploratory.
Don't nothing go
Wait.
over Manny's head.
Hold
I
on.
know he gonna.
What was?
I don't remember what game we were playing, but it was I don't know. I just
Never have
remember
I-
being like
never
on
have I
a
ever.
picnic table with a girl and touching. Look at Manny, but I'm not even trying. Anyway, I don't know how we got here. I'm sorry, kids, our children.
Traditional
I don't
versus
want to be my
non-traditional.
kid's friend, but I want to. My parents have met every single person I've dated. Honestly, my
Really?
parents, even if they've only been around.
You see, and that's how it should be. But
And I've got and so you said something interesting, right? Like nowadays, like I was living in a home by myself for a long time. So if I want to venture and have gentlemen coming back to the house, someone has to be accountable for this. Like I want you to know this is his name. This is what's up. This is when he'll be here.
exactly the point.
Yeah, I get that.
And that's why I want that open community. I'm not saying
All right. Say finish your sentence because I feel like I keep cutting y'all off.
no, you're not cutting me off, but I'm just saying I'm not saying that I need it in my face all the time. I may not necessarily need to meet a particular person.
Hey yo.
Anyways, I'm not saying that I necessarily need to see the person that you're with all the time, but sometimes you can send me a picture and a name like, hey, this is the guy I'm currently talking to. This is where he's
that's
from.
reasonable.
And, I'm with him. We're going to be spending a majority of the time together. So if you don't hear from me, this is the person I'm with. This is his
I don't
phone
need all
number.
those details.
Cool. No, I'm just,
All I need is a name, a face, address,
and a phone number.
and a number. That's all.
That's my dad could not tell you the name of one single person that he's met prior to now, but he's met them. He the face and maybe I kind of remember one thing
I don't-
about you.
I
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
it.
because he see that man in the liquor store, he fucking him up. Something happened to his daughter.
in my experience, I think that's where I think I'm old fashioned or traditional, where like I don't need to meet every single person that comes. To Manny's point, yes, for security purposes, you can hit me up. I'll be that cool dad that you can hit up and say like, oh hey, I've been seeing this guy. This is his name. Blah blah blah. This that, and the third, just for security purposes. But I don't need my daughter bringing in guy A through Z
Dick,
in my
Harry.
yeah.
No. I don't know.
Yeah, if it's something serious, that's when you like my aunts. I consider my aunts to be my guardians, I guess, since my father's not here. They've literally only met one girl, ever.
Actually, okay, you just touch upon something interesting as well. I want to know, like, how important is it to y'all whether or not y'all family does fuck with your significant other? Like, what happens if those guardian aunts, like, they meet? I'm making it up. They meet Kelly, and you could just tell.
Use another name, please.
Oh
sure.
my
No,
God.
that's his brother's name.
Yeah, that's my brother's name.
Oh my God, I'm sorry. Okay, we're gonna change the name to Stephanie.
Yeah, Steph.
Safe.
Okay, Steph
Okay.
is safe. There's not many safe names apparently. So you know your aunts, right? You could tell if they like Stephanie or not off bat. So you bring Stephanie home, and the aunts are doing a thing. You could tell they don't like her. How is that waging on how you feel about Stephanie afterwards?
It's interesting because I'll give you a little backstory. So when I introduced my ex-girlfriend to my aunts, that was my very first time ever doing something like that ever. Like I never got to introduce a girlfriend to my father. Did I? Yeah, no, I never did. So that was my very first time. In learning what my aunts want for me or what my aunts pay attention to, now the girls that have come into my life, I do keep that in mind because I have a pretty good idea on whether or not my aunts are gonna like them or not. And so before I even make that decision to like, oh yeah, it's time for you to meet my folks, I already know how it's gonna go. So if you're meeting them, I've already made my bed.
Okay, now if aunties are, if you probably know they're not gonna like her, and indeed they don't like her, are you still capable of moving forward with Stephanie?
Yeah. I like I said, I made my bed the moment I decided to introduce you to them. Whether I already know that they're either gonna like you or not like you. So it's really on me at this point. And yeah, at the end of the day, my aunts are I can only speak for my aunts. My aunts, whether they approve or not, they're always gonna support me. They're my biggest supporters. My aunt Florida, she's legit like my best friend. So she's always gonna be concerned about my well-being. My aunt Switzerland, she's more of a brute. So she's gonna tell you about yourself from right then and there. So if you are not up to par with tending to me as your significant other, she's gonna call you out on it right then and there. Fuck the vacation, fuck it all. She's gonna tell you about yourself. Mm-hmm. They're in the kitchen like preparing dinner, and you out here chilling with me. What are you doing here? Come in the kitchen. What are you doing? Are you dumb?
You dumb?
Are you dumb?
But I will say this: it does play an important role in the relationship when the family does like you, because it helps. It helps keep away. It helps with the non-drama.
It flows.
Some people aren't capable of handling that. Like some people literally, like, as soon as they find out that the family don't flow with you, they start to kind of drift a little bit.
Here's my thing. I look at my aunts, as I said, my aunts are my guardians. I look at my aunts the same way I would look at like my closest friends or advisors. Mm-hmm. So why? Because they know me, they have my best interest, and their opinions will always be unbiased. I can't speak to everybody's family. So if they don't like her, I'll hear what they had to say. At the end of the day, the decision still comes down to me. In the perfect world, I would love for my significant other to blend well with everyone in my family. But there's a chance that may not happen.
Just one more question off of that.
Yeah.
Like, in your example, are your aunts are they difficult? Like, is it hard to get them to like somebody? Or
no, not at all. No. Maybe my aunt Switzerland, like I said, she's a brute. And it's not so much of her getting her to like you. It's just more so of her feeling like you have my best interests in mind.
Okay.
Like,
personally, I agree. Everything Rico hit the nail on the head with everything.
Told you I'm getting deep this season.
Yeah, I have nothing to add to that.
Feel me?
Like, it's
getting deep.
Literally on the same page as Rico. Like it.
Shit, I might end up.
You're not always gonna have the situation. You're not always gonna have the perfect situation. Everybody's situation is different. For whatever reason that person may not like the person you're with, it is what it is. It's all about what you like. Because at the end of the day, you're the one sleeping with that person. You're the one eating dinner with that person. You're the one talking to that person every day. There's something that obviously has kept you there.
Also to also add a little bit more context as to why my aunts are very adamant about like the caliber of women that I bring. So, a little backstory. When my father passed away, I was dealing with a lady intimately.
Oh, I thought this was a moment. Sorry.
What? No.
He did it. I thought that
I don't know what the fuck did that.
Because I heard him take a gulp, and I thought it was a moment.
Saying, all right, I was sleeping with a chick when my father passed away.
Oh.
Like, damn, bro. I was sleeping with a chick when my dad passed away, and it was kind of an on and off situation. And when he passed away, it just happened to coincidentally be when things were on. So throughout the whole process with planning the funeral and everything, she was around a lot. So when my aunts came to New York, they actually ended up meeting this girl. And this girl was horrible. This was not a girl that you would want to bring home to your family.
So then what was it? Fat ass, pussy wet? Like, why was she around? Why
she was probably nasty.
I was a teenager. She was ass.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's no other way I can put that.
That's fine. We get it. That makes sense.
I was a teenager. She was ass. And believe it or not, I didn't tell my aunt this story until like I was like maybe like 25, 26. And this was after they met my ex-girlfriend. So when my father passed away, this happened, and they met this girl, and she was rude. She had no manners. she didn't respect them.
Oh, yeah, she gotta go.
It was really bad.
She had to go.
It got to a point where
May I ask a question? I'm sorry. Was she Haitian?
who
The young lady.
I don't think so. Haitian girls normally have manners.
No, I think she was American.
You said Haitian girls don't have
Normally,
manners?
no, they normally have manners.
Yeah, I also
They don't
just
play
for
that.
context, I want us to all, I don't know, not to beat into stereotypes, but I just want to know if it is like Haitians have certain expectations, and she
Yeah.
wasn't Haitian, so she's not accustomed to moving that
Yo,
way.
when you
No,
walk into the house,
my-
she better be saying, hey. Hey,
One of my
Mrs.
best friends growing up was
Hey,
Haitian,
mama.
and like kissing people on the cheek. That's not. I'm Trini and Black American. We didn't grow up having to kiss everybody on the cheek, so
Yes, sir.
so that can be perceived as rude, no manners.
Yeah, but
so are we talking about things like that might just
No,
be a
because
cultural
if you-
difference, or just straight out she?
just rude.
Okay.
Because a cultural difference, that's one thing. Because if you don't know you're supposed to kiss on the cheek, like in Switzerland, you kiss on the cheek 3 times actually. A lot, yeah. You kiss 3 times, yeah. And a lot of people don't know that. So if it's your first time there, nobody's gonna penalize you for not knowing that you're supposed to do it 3 times. They'll coach you. They'll let you know, like, oh, in Switzerland it's 3 times. Boom, 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 boom. So boom, boom, boom. Sorry, but
Yo, bro, I love you, son. I love having a well-versed friend. Like, you teach me something new every day.
I don't even want to bring out the violence.
Your story.
Yeah.
Your
So
story.
she was just outright rude. Like she's not saying hello to people. She's just like barging into conversations with like among family and stuff like that. Like she was just really comfortable. And it got to a point where my aunt in Switzerland, this was after the funeral, we all went to like Coney Island to like clear our heads and stuff, and she was with us, and I think like because of everything, I think I was like leaning my head on her shoulder, and my aunt in Switzerland was so fed up with her that she's like, no, you need to lean your head on your aunt. So like they hated this girl. So when I brought my ex to Switzerland, when they were formally meeting her and stuff like that, they were really eyeing her because they were curious about my choices in women, because that was their first experience in meeting a girl that I was supposed to be involved with.
But the ex checked out.
The ex checked out. The ex, she was under a lot of like full court pressure, but my aunt, I guess my aunt later on during the trip, she did explain to her why she's adamant about who I choose to spend my time with. It ties to like my father and like a whole bunch of other stuff. So I say that to say that if the family members who you value their opinion, if their opinions are unbiased, at least hear what they have to say, because it's never coming from an ill place, and it might just be something that they took out of context to draw their conclusion. So, but ultimately it falls on you. You shouldn't be making a decision off of what anybody says anyways. At the end, you can take every opinion, every thought that everybody has, you can take all of that, but ultimately it comes down to you. It's your decision. You gotta wear the big boy pants.
Oh.
What have you to say, Manny?
Yo, he keep hitting the nail on the head. There ain't much to say.
You know, then I'm gonna jump to it because I feel like, and as I'm listening to Rico, I'm wondering if this is more like a gender difference, if it's a cultural difference, if it's just a matter of upbringing difference. To me, in my experience, and for happenstance, let's say I've had 5 serious boyfriends, over my 15-year dating life. I have come to a point where it's incredibly important to me what my family thinks, and I'm incredibly close to my family, so I don't know if that plays a factor. It's a lot easier. It's hard, right? If you talk to your mom every single day, right, and then like you get to a point where your mom is on the phone and she's not really asking about your significant other because she don't like it. It hurts. It's difficult. And now we're in our 30s, so now we're at a point where like the family is going to be babysitting the children. Like it's forced interaction.
Yeah.
So it being pleasant is helpful.
So you like say the person you really like this person, right? You're dating them. And your family
folks don't like them.
and your folks don't approve. They're not making it.
And I should add too, like I asked Rico if his aunts are difficult. My parents are not difficult. They're not. They're not. So for them to not like someone, you know, there's a problem. Like, for example, a previous ex, you know, my family didn't really like him like that, but I kind of look back at the friends who did mess with him and I'm like, damn, why did y'all like him? Like, I'm actually mad that y'all allowed me to, you know, comfortably date this person because
Well, no, well, you gotta remember they liked him for the reason you did. He was probably charming, he's probably good looking, smart, he probably great conversation. So they're gonna like
or if you like it.
I love it. Yeah, we love it. I think it was more that. I don't think I was presenting anything that made him a stand-up individual. It's just, you know, I'm a caring friend. If I don't like someone's significant other, they're gonna know. You know, if Rico steps in here with somebody, and you know, I try not to be that bitch female friend.
Lauren gonna have the crooked face.
I want to be. I'm trying to be pleasant, and I'm really feeling the situation out. And after she leaves, I'm gonna be like, Rico, I'm just gotta be honest, like, you know, this is how I feel. Maybe I'll feel differently after meeting her 5 more times, but right now, this is how I feel.
Okay.
And I can sleep at night knowing that I expressed that.
I dig that. That's authentic. Nobody can knock
I
that.
mess with your brute aunt. That's cool. That's cool.
Huh?
Can we circle back real quick to the traditional and the modern thing? So a bit more about traditional versus modern, right? So traditional in theory is it has an order and it looks a certain way. It looks like dating for some amount of years, getting engaged, getting married, having a child, and of course you have the right job that you're supposed to have, and then you buy a home, and then so on and so on, right? And I feel like nowadays in 2022, it doesn't look like that anymore. And I was having a conversation with my coworker, and like, it's like I've always been self-conscious of the order of things, but now I'm like, who cares?
Yes, I agree. I don't think there needs to be a set order. I think it falls on what works for you and what, kind of like what you mentioned earlier about aligning with your partner, because in this day and age, everybody has learned or is learning that real estate is a gold mine. So instead of renting as a couple, let's actually put our bread together and let's buy a house. But now, if part of that plan is also to get married, are you getting complacent once you guys buy the house, or are you guys still continuing to strive toward that goal? So it's a lot of groundwork, a lot of conversations, a lot of intentionality that goes into creating the order that worked for you, in my opinion. So yeah, I don't think there's a set order. I think it's what works for you and just knowing exactly what you want and talking with your significant other about what it is that you both want and how you guys can compromise to align your visions to be the same, to reach that.
I couldn't agree with you more. And I think a very key example of that is like when folks should move in together, right? Because I'll never forget my grandmother used to say, God rest her soul. But my grandmother always used to say, why pay for why pay for the cow if you can get the milk for free? Which is an expression that means when you move in together,
I was trying to remember that saying like 2 days ago.
Yeah, it's something like that. And it's like, why, if you are getting everything you need, if a man is getting everything he needs from this woman, what is incentive to get the ring? So, gentlemen, what do you think of that?
I think there is truth to it. I don't think it's fully true, but there is a pattern. I can honestly say that there is a noticeable pattern that guys get complacent.
It's true based on the guy.
If you don't mind, Manny, give me remind us all What was the order of events for you? Did you guys move in after what?
We moved in. So when I proposed, she like semi moved in. So like she would because her brother ended up moving to Long Island. So when her brother moved to Long Island after, you know, the proposal and everything, it was kind of like she would spend half of the time here, but during the week she'd go back to her brother's house because her brother's house was
Like 10 minutes away from here.
but it was more accessible as far as getting to work. So she would spend the week there but come back on the weekends. So in a sense, like, you know, it was like a pause. So she did move in when we got engaged.
Where were her belongings?
Here.
Okay. All her clothes.
All of her clothes, everything was here, but she just didn't sleep here the majority of the time, which was fine because and I feel that you do need to live with somebody a little bit. Like, definitely get engaged before you move in, but definitely do the move in, do it for about a month or two because it helps. You learn habits. You learn to see like, yo, can I really spend the rest of my life listening to this snore? And you know, it's a little and some little things that might be cute on the 1 or 2 nights that you sleep over might not be cute when you 7 days a week.
I think that's one of the most ongoing debates that I always hear about. Like, should you move in with somebody before marriage or after marriage? I definitely, and keep in mind, just to be clear with everyone, I've never lived with a significant other. I currently live alone. I've never lived with anyone, but I do believe that you should live with someone before you marry them because of exactly what Manny just said. You don't know, you could know a person so well and not know so much because you guys have never lived together.
And I don't subscribe to waiting until an engagement because by then, like, it's public. People know we together. No, I want to make sure this is right before I got to make a decision when you're on bended knee. I want to know before that whether or not I could do this.
The reason why I said that is because obviously some people come from traditional families because we're talking about tradition versus modern.
True.
Some people come from traditional families where they don't believe.
This is a loud chair. I'm so sorry, guys. I don't know why Manny gave me this chair.
Because if you didn't have it, I would have it.
So they have
you're
those.
such a gentleman. Thank you, Rico.
So they have those families that they kind of they're all for moving in after you get married. Okay. Now, yes, with the modern times, you could tweak that a little bit, and yes, it may take you sitting those family members down and explaining to them like, yo, listen, we're engaged.
But to me, this is completely hypocritical against what we said about not caring about what family members feel about our significant other. I think we got to pick and choose.
But at the end of the day,
I'm not agreeing with that.
What I'm saying is at the end of the day, you're still gonna seek some type of approval. I'm not saying that you're gonna completely conform with what they want, but you're gonna seek some type of approval. Like, it's not that you're not gonna move in with this person, but you're definitely gonna explain it. It's all about communication. Sitting down, talking to the individuals and explaining to them, like, yo, Dad, I'm engaged. Like, we're literally about to get married next year. What is the difference between doing it now versus, and I get your point before the ring, he could have broken up with me any minute. He could still break up with me now, but at least with the ring, we know there's a commitment. There's a
no, but I don't want I want it when you move in. I want to freely feel like you can get the fuck out, and I want to feel like I can get the fuck too.
Guys, as usual, definitely if you guys ever have any topics that you guys want to hear about, anything you want us to touch on, just let us know. Definitely, we got the website, we got a suggestion box. You can always hit us up on Instagram.
We also like hooking people up. So if y'all single and looking for people, we know people who looking for people. So hit us up.
Oh yeah.
Friends, we get our friends.
Yeah.
Maybe they can meet friends.
Mm-hmm. And yo, guys, right now, Pen Pal has officially launched. We already launched the first 2 episodes of we did the versatile and profile. Tell us what y'all think about that.
Manny kills me.
Woo!
Kills me.
Nah, I just love it. I get excited when I talk about pen pal. Like, I'm drooling and shit. Yo, for real. Like, I just love it. Like, I love love. Like, I love people coming together.
Get me
Nah,
outta here.
but bro, did you peep when she said,
Hush. We don't want to offend nobody.
there was no offending.
We don't have to bring them on.
It's out.
We don't have to bring them on.
Yo, I feel like we need to have them sit face to face.
I don't know. Maybe we'll do a reunion.
And it's perspective thing because I thought he was lovely. I don't know.
Yo, we should invite Jada and have her do a red table talk with them.
No, we don't need that. We don't need that branding, that image.
Oh.
No, Jada. Mm-mm. She got bad karma.
OD.
I mean, yeah. So somebody was saying that, like, and before we about to wrap up, but somebody was saying
No,
that.
we're not.
Somebody was saying that, like, yo, she like really messed up Will, like, image. I don't think so, man. Like, I think that conversation was needed.
I think they just talk too much. See the problem about publicizing your shit? See the problem?
Yeah.
They are textbook reasons why.
But that's what's happening nowadays. But I feel like not enough people are having these conversations. Like,
have the conversation. Nobody's saying not to have those conversations. The world don't need to see or hear you guys have this conversation.
but I think they were okay putting it in public.
That's the problem. That's why everybody has an opinion. That's why images are being torn down, because they've publicized something that was intimate and personal.
You're right.
I think they're both gay, so I can't. I don't know. I
The
can't.
definition of entanglement.
I can't reason. The
It mess up
marriage,
in them
but-
sheets. That was a dope song, though.
All right.
That was a dope ass song.
Yeah.
I love that shit.
It's that time.
And
I need more drink, Manny. So
It's that time.
But guys, as usual, thank you guys for tuning in, and we will see you next time. So, from the good,
The bad.
the ugly.
peace. Oh.